Besides Jeopardy, have our players been watching any 21st century TV? Let's find out. Here's the clue. The title of this series that premiered in 2012 goes back to a colloquial word coined by Alban Barkley's grandson. 30 seconds. Good luck. Kaylee Bowers at the end had $4,000, a strong finish in the Double Jeopardy round, and wrote down, "I love you, Liam. I haven't seen it, but I'm sure it's great." What did you risk, Kaylee? You lose everything but $1, left with $1. Alejandro Sobolvaro was in second place with $15,600. What show did Alejandro write down? What is Ballers? I'm afraid not. He wagered big as well, $15,599. He will also be left with $1. Peter McFerrin's $24,800, looking pretty good at the moment. Will he add to it? What is Veep? That is correct. Alban Barkley was Truman's vice president, and his grandson called him Veep. A little baby talk, I guess. What did you wager? 6401 takes you to $31,201 today, and now a 6-game total, a very impressive $147,399 American. Congratulations, Peter. Alternative medicine is today's final Jeopardy category. This is the clue. Honoring the brother of the Greek god Thanatos, this alternative medical practice got its name in the 19th century. 30 seconds. Good luck. Dan Lane on the end with $2,200 wrote down homeopathy. I'm afraid not, Dan. You wagered just $7, leaving you with $2,193. Wilson Lee has $10,400. His response was euthanasia. That is a very alternative treatment, I guess, but it's not correct. You wagered $8,599. He went big, so he's dropped down to $1,801. Peter McFerrin, in the lead with $11,400, had as his response, says he got nothing and he didn't. No, Thanatos was the god of death. His brother, the god of sleep, was Hypnos. What is hypnotism or hypnosis? Hypnotherapy. So what's the wager, Peter? It all comes down to this. 9401 drops you down to $1,999, and look what just happened. From third place, Dan Lane is our new Jeopardy champion with $2,193. Bundle up for Final Jeopardy today. We are heading north with this clue. If you want to visit the world's northernmost town, know that most flights are 3 hours to or from this national capital. 30 seconds. Good luck. Let's see what chilly places they were thinking of. Caitlin Muller-McLean was in third place with $3,400. Her response was Reykjavik. I'm afraid not. Caitlin, how much did you wager? Nothing. You still have $3,400. Dan Lay was in second place with $3,600. He wrote down different Nordic capital, Helsinki, but it's not Helsinki either. He wagered $807. That'll knock him down to $2,793. So we come to AJ Maroney in the lead with $4,400. Does he have the right capital here? He wrote down Moscow. No, the world's northernmost town is on Svalbard, Longyearbyen in Norway. What is Oslo? Was the correct response. It all comes down to this wager. AJ went too big. 2801 knocks him down to $1,599 and makes Caitlin Muller-McLean today's Jeopardy champion. Her total $3,400. Final Jeopardy time now for you. Poets is the category. This is the clue. The concept of Westminster Abbey's Poets' Corner was born when Edmund Spenser expressly asked to be buried near him. 30 seconds. Good luck. Someone even earlier than Spenser. Let's see if our players knew it. Dania Granada was in third place with 2,200. And which poet did she write down? Who is Shelley? It's not Shelley. Dania, you wagered 2,100. You'll be left with $100. Caitlin Muller-McLean, our champion, in second place with 4,600. Her response was Eliot, and it's not Eliot either. Her wager was nothing, so she still has $4,600. Probably good for second place today because Matt Wheeler had a big lead, 11,400. Will he be adding to it? He wrote down, who is Chaucer? That is correct. Chaucer was already buried there because he was clerk of the king's works. What will you add to that 11,400? 2,100 more takes you to 13,500, and Matt Wheeler is today's new Jeopardy champion. Well done. Our players have wagered based on this slightly cryptic category, tributes. Here's the clue. Big Ben has been purposely silenced in honor of a person on only 2 occasions. The funerals of these 2 non-royals, 48 years apart. 30 seconds, players. Good luck. Let's begin in the middle with Erin Shore, $4,800. Still writing up until the bell. What did she come up with? Churchill, and you're halfway there. Churchill is correct in 1965. But who was the 2013 funeral? What did you wager? You'll drop $4,000 to $800. Matt Wheeler was in second place with $5,000. He came up with 2 Queen Elizabeths. Not correct now, we know. You wagered $4,599. That'll drop you down to $401. So Adam Remsen is in good shape now with $25,000. His response didn't come up with one. Churchill is the early one. Margaret Thatcher's funeral. They also silenced the bells. So what did you wager? Adam, you'll drop down just $5,000, leaving you with a very solid $20,000 in your first game as a Jeopardy champion. Well done. There's plenty more Jeopardy where that came from. Click the subscribe button to stay in the loop.